Hi guys, I'm Josh from Roland and I'm here for Cosmic and I'm going to show you the new Boss GT-100 effects processor. The new GT-100 follows a really strong pedigree of the GT effects from Boss over the last 15 odd years, starting with the GT3 and GT5, followed through the 6, 8 and 10, and now the GT-100 takes a huge step forward. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about the technology that's involved in this. The GT-100 uses the new ESC2 chip. That's important because Roland are the only manufacturers of musical instrument that create their own digital processing chip. Every other musical instrument company uses standard OEM chips. So that means that they can have more expressiveness in the amp models. That's really what it means in the GT-100. So there's a whole bunch of brand new amp models that just have so much more natural expressiveness, and when you play, you can really hear them breathing, I guess you'd say, with the amps. So in the top end, you can hear some nice fizz from real guitar amps. So for this demo with the GT-100, I'm using the new Fender Strat, the new powered by Roland, the new G5. And with this, we can simulate some guitars, like Strat, obviously, Telecaster, a humbucker guitar, and I'm using those within the demo of the GT-100. But check out the separate video online about the Roland guitars. So I'll just take you through some of these sounds that I just played. And you can hear here with Little Wing. So that's an E flat, so I've tuned it down a step. You got the uni vibe there. Through to things like Satisfaction, the old Maestro fuzz there. So it sounds like a DS1 with a flat battery, that sort of tone. So as well as great guitar amps, we can also do dual guitar amps, and we've got a mixer and a divider section where we can split those signals into a left and right channel. And then we've got a separation control. So we can actually simulate 2 recorded tracks of guitar with a slight delay between each track. So it can truly come out in a huge stereo sound. We can hear in the heavier tones, really thick stereo, very wide stereo sound. You can get that by running 2 different channels. And you can actually run 2 different amplifiers out there if you wanted. If you wanted to simulate a Fender Twin or a Marshall or a Soldano or any of those different amp simulators, you can have them separated in different channels. And you can even play softer and get one amp and play harder and get another. So you can use dynamic switching. You can obviously use the expression pedal or the control pedal here to switch a bunch of things on and off. And you can actually assign up to 8 things at once to switch on and off with the control pedal, or 8 things at once. Any parameter that you like on board in here can be moved with the expression pedal. So now I'm just going to show you how you achieve that divider sound with the dual amps. So now if we go into effects, we can see with the dual screens now, left-hand side shows us our signal chain, and right-hand side instantly shows us all the parameters to do with whatever we've selected in the left-hand screen there. So obviously we have preamp A or amplifier A, and here we have the settings for it: high stack, gain, compression, level. If we go over the page here, we've got bass, middle, treble, and presence. And we can even move on to some of the more complicated aspects, like what speaker we're using, what mic on the speaker, where the position of the mic is on the speaker. But we can select 2 different amps, obviously, in the signal chain here. And at the start of the signal chain, where it splits for the 2 amps, we can select dual or single. Single means 1 amp, dual obviously, selecting dual amps, and then on the other side of the amps here, signal chain, there's a mixer. And the mixer can be in stereo mode, which means both amps are running out of left and right, or pan left and right mode, where 1 amp's running out one side, 1 amp's running out the left-hand side. So, and then we've got a balance between the 2 amps and the spread is where we can hear getting wider and wider and wider. Obviously that's way too wide and it's almost a delay, but a subtler version of that will give you a really big thick wall of sound. So just like they would in recording, where you record one guitar track, pan it hard one side, record the second track and pan it hard the other side. So you're simulating that in a live environment in the GT-100. So I'll just take you through a few more of the sounds here. It's all along the Watchtower patch, is great. In the original recording, the solo is panned. Obviously manually, didn't have automation back then, so manually panned. So I've got an auto pan setting here going between the speakers. So all those great studio effects which really make the character of the sound, you can get all those in here. And the new guitar amps are just so expressive. The 90% of these patches are the new amps, and the rest of the amps that we've always had in the GTs. So it just sounds fantastic, direct line, and of course straight into a guitar amp it'll sound terrific. So another E flat tuning there. All right, so we've got down a step. A bit of phaser. Some wah. Nice vintage tone. So the big metal sounds. Again, a big wide stereo sound. And the detuning again. So thanks for watching, guys. That's the Boss GT-100. So get in store at Cosmic or online at cosmic.com.au and check out the new expressive amps in the GT-100.